Hello, hello, hello. I'm the PaintedDog and welcome back to episode 1.5, maybe 2. All depends on what you see as the start of a season. But yes, if you don't know this yet, we started a new hunting season and we started from scratch. We are now on level 6. I spent the previous episode and a couple of hours in between recordings to unlock all the outposts across the map. So if we follow the missions and we need to travel fast, we can do that. So I walked from this outpost all the way up here, and I found a road here right there. So I'm just keep peeking around and having a look and to see if I can't find anything else, because if I can find anything else that's a bit higher level, I don't want to scare it off by taking a shot at this dude. But yes, so let's go ahead and move a bit closer, because that's the problem now. These trees are in the way. So I'm going to move up to here and see if we can get a clean shot. The perks that we got, if you can't remember, we went for the skills for locating track. I want to get 3 in these, and then I got this to reveal track knowledge. We might want to get that connected dots or maybe soft feet, I don't know. And for ambusher, let me just get my mouse sensitivity up. I really like spotting knowledge. But yes, that's something that we can work towards. And zeroing is actually one that, for the perks, that would really help us. But also brave control. But I think next up I will go for zeroing, just to help. But I'm walking as slow as I can up here to see if I can get a bit closer. We have a 243 with 205 rounds. We have a Caversham 12 gauge shotgun with 30 or maybe 32, and we have a 357 revolver with 32. But as far as possible, I like using the rifle. So I'm just walking slowly over. The previous episode I did a lot of driving around to unlock the outpost, and if I got to a place and I drove into a herd, basically, I would get off with the four-wheeler and take a shot. That's how I got a couple of hunts that I did. If he can turn broadside, that would be great. Now I'm a bit closer. Let's see if we can spot anything else. I actually got this guy by accident, or not accident. I was actually looking for things, but I was sitting on a rock that we started the video on. I just had a look to see if I can spot anything. And I spotted this guy. Okay, we got him right where he stood. So let's go and collect our trophy. I just took a shot there because he was giving us a warning call. So I didn't want to actually stand a chance of him running away. So we got our first one. Flesh and left lung, and it's a silver. We're quite a distance from being a gold. But it's cash in the pocket, which is good. So the wind is still in our favor if we go up there. I might want to adjust it to go to maybe this watering hole. I thought I would go through all of these fields. Because I'm looking for the mission now is to take a picture of a fallow deer. If I can find one, great. If not, as I said, I'm not really going to follow the missions at this stage. If we happen to be able to get it, great. But otherwise, I'm not really going to bother. I'm here for the hunting, because I did most of these missions already. If not on screen, I did it off screen, but because I didn't really always record, because sometimes you just want to sit and relax and yeah, enjoy yourself without having to talk. Keep hearing the Canadian goose. I saw a couple fly over, but I don't have a 22. I have a shotgun, but they were quite a distance away, so I didn't want to take a chance there. But let me do a bit more traveling, and I'll bring you back when we see something else. I walked up to this watering hole, as I said, and we have a couple of red here across the way. There's a 6 hard, 5 medium, 5 medium, but I'm actually looking at that dude there. 187. I'm gonna move a bit closer. I'm not sure if these rounds have potential to take that dude down. I hope so. From this distance anyway. If I can, I would like to get one of those ones as well. Oh, come on. Yeah, brave control was the issue. So let me place that there. And now we can walk up and see if we can find anything. If that dude actually died. We will see that on the map. If there's any hunting pressure there. But I get a feeling that the rounds that I have now won't be able to cut the mustard, but we'll see. But let me run around. Like to keep the rifle ready and following up. Something in real life as well as in game. There's a lookout point right there. Okay, this guy went down. So we have our first 7. So let's see what the rating will be. And if I actually, it looks like I got a bit of vital blood here. Now I just need to find the rest of it so I can have a trail to follow. These are the times that I miss my bloodhound. Because we don't have the skills yet to I had to have better tracking. I almost blanked there what I wanted to say. And this will get me close enough. So he ran. Checked that way already. Just needed one more blood splatter. I have to say, it's easier in real life to do a bit of tracking than at the start of this game. But let me find the next blood trail. I'll bring you back. We found this dude. I went ahead and I checked my stuff again. I had hide all animal clues as off. That's why I didn't see the warning cones and I didn't see the tracks and all that. That's what I did last time I played this game, just to get it a bit more interesting. So we have a gold. Oh, it's just made gold. And we got a flesh and a left lung. Isn't too bad. Difficulty very, very hard. And we made everything a bit of extra cash. So great. We got this dude. Now, if I'm not mistaken, the drinking times for the fallow deer are from 9 o'clock until 12 or 1 or something like that. So let's head in this direction and see if we can't find a fallow deer. I forgot how many tracks there are when you don't play it with when you play it with that setting off. I wondered why I didn't see the tracks, but now we know. So let's see if we can find a fallow deer, so we can maybe get that mission done. If we don't, well, that's fine. We have a roe deer and a red deer in our pocket. But if we can find one, why not? I found a couple of rabbit burrows, but it's on a distance, and so we couldn't really take a shot without completely destroying the rabbits, but that's fine. Okay, we have a fallow deer need zone here. Wild boar. Up there. I got a wild boar last episode because I basically drove into a couple of wild boars, so I got off and took a shot and I got a nice bow. So yeah. As we found a need zone, an eating zone for fallow deer, I'm a bit more at ease that they might be close to this river, because I didn't see any in this direction. That watering hole. That's why I'm moving through here to see if we can maybe find a fallow. But I won't let you sit through this. I'll see you now. So we didn't find a fallow, but we did find this red deer. Now I can try and move a bit closer, but as you can see over here, the bay is dipping inwards. So I might lose sight of this dude. And he's about 190 meters. So if we take our trusty old rifle here, you know, if our breath control holds a bit better, maybe a bit too low there. Let's go ahead and mark that. And let's move up and see if we might be able to find him. Might be a little bit too low. The breath control and the sensitivity of my mouse was a bit off. No, I'm not making excuses, I'm just telling you. If I missed this one, it's completely my fault. It's not the equipment. But I think I got a shot in. I'm not sure if it's it hits a vital organ or not, a vital area. No hunting pressure yet, so we know he didn't go down. But yes, we would definitely not be able to see this guy. Ooh. The wind is definitely not in our favor. And this won't count. Pretty sure it won't count. It's a bit too far, but let's see if we can get a bit closer. If we can, great. If not, that's okay. Still no hunting pressure. So yeah, I think that guy was only shot in the leg. But zeroing wouldn't have helped there. It's because it's zeroing at 75, I believe, 150, and then 300. So yeah, it's automatically zeroed at 150. Which for me is a bit strange. I usually hunt bushveld in South Africa, and it's usually zeroed at 100. And then you get plains, which is it's usually about 200 meters plus for shots that you have to take. And some of those guys actually zero at 200. But I do know quite a lot of guys who still zero at 100 meters for that. Because that's what they are comfortable with. So it's a bit strange that now it's 150 meters in this game. But hey, that's my experience in South African hunting, not what the rest of the world does, but yeah. So we are getting quite close to this deer. Hopefully we will be able to take a photo, and hopefully that will still count. I just saw now that the flashlight was on. She's alert.
I just received the picture. It's beautiful. Oh, I'm sure Gerlinda will love this. Everything you see now is part of the reserve, but the land itself is actually privately owned by the Sommer family. The current head of the family is Robert Sommer, and he's very supportive of the hunting reserve. Well, as long as it doesn't get in his way. You see, the Sommer family business has an agricultural arm, which include the grain and corn fields spread throughout half of the reserve. Unfortunately, fallow deer love corn, and they've dug into the Pietersheim fields recently. Sommer usually turns to Gerlinda to keep the fallows off his fields, but she's been bogged down with the book lately. If you feel like hunting some fallow deer in Pietersheim, Sommer will make it worth your while.
I believe we just received a warning call from the red deer that we took a shot at. Can't find any blood yet, so let's see. I'm just staying low, so maybe we can get a bit close and see if we can spot this guy. So our next mission is harvest 2 fallow deer in the Pietersheim cornfields. Exactly where's that? Ah, up there. Do you see, that's a nice thing. Now we have an outpost there, we have an outpost there, so we can do a bit of fast traveling and just take care of that. But if I'm not mistaken, that's one of the things that previously, in the previous video, if I can remember correctly, gave me a bit of a headache. Because you have to harvest and you have to shoot and claim it within this, if I'm not mistaken. In that small area. It's something like that. It's a bit technical. But yeah, so that might be something that we try. But I'm not going to lose sleep if we can't get it. But yeah, as I said, we'll see how that goes. But I think that will be... I see something there. No. Just one of these things floating by. But I hope you enjoyed this episode. And I hope to see you in the next one. Cheerio.